In this video, let me show you how to connect the OpenClaw AI agent to the Telegram using Python, not using the Node.js way that everyone is showing. I'm going to show you how to connect the OpenClaw AI agent using Python, and that too with just 25 lines of Python code. Let me show you the glimpse of what this Telegram AI agent can do. Not only this Telegram AI agent can answer your prompts, it can also access the local file system. You consider I am asking it to list all the files in the project folder. You consider it give us the list of what are the files are available. And cool thing is that it has the write operation and delete operation. Consider I am asking it to create a Python file and put some text inside it, and it will create the Python file in the project folder. Here you can see on the screen. And I'm asking again to delete the created file, and it will delete that file also. This is the power of using this Telegram AI agent created using Python. And that too, this is part 1 of this video. In the next video, I will show you how to deploy this so that it can be available for 24/7 and you can interact with it via the Telegram as usual on your phone. So let's get started. Here you can see I have a project folder here, and let me open the project folder in the command prompt. And here in this video, I'm going to use the UV. I'm not going to use the Python pip command to install all the packages. I'm going to use the UV command. So if you don't have the UV installed on your machine, I will provide the documentation in the description. You can check the road. So just copy this command if you are Windows and install it. After you have installed, and if you type UV, if you get any output similar to this, that means the UV has been successfully installed. Let me clear the screen. First, let's initialize the UV package. So just type UV in it. This will initialize the project in our selected folder. Here you can see it has created some files here. Now, then what we need to do is we need to create the virtual environment to do that. And before that, let me open this in the Visual Studio Code as well. And here you can see I have the files, right? Let's create the virtual environment now. So UV, VENV, you can see now the virtual environment has been created. And then let's install all the packages that we need. That is UV add. I'm gonna add the Upsonic. So Upsonic, using this Upsonic only, we're gonna connect the OpenClaw to the Telegram. So if you head over to the Upsonic AI agent documentation, I will also provide a link of the documentation in the description as well. So this is the official website, Upsonic AI agent. And if you go to resources and if you go to documentation, they will provide a detailed documentation there. But in this video, I will show you the step-by-step way and in the easy and realistic way. So let's continue watch the video. So we're gonna install the Upsonic. Then we're gonna install the fast API for the backend server, and we're gonna use the UV card for the fast API, and we need the SQL Alchemy as well. And then we need another library called the AIO SQLite, and that's it. And press enter. Answer, it will download all the packages that you have mentioned. So it will take some time to install these packages. So while that is installed, what we can do is we can head over to the VS Code and check out the files. Here you can see we have the main file, and we have the Python version file, and we have the git ignore file, and we have the readme file, and how the package is still being installed. So it is downloading. Just give you a few minutes. It will take some time to install all these packages. Now all the packages has been successfully installed, and we are good to go here. So let's minimize this terminal. Then what we need to do is we need to create a .env file to put the Telegram bot ID and the Telegram user ID. I will show you how to get those. And first, let's head over to the Telegram now. So let me head over to the Telegram website here, and we need to create a new Telegram bot. So to create the Telegram bot, we need to go to this bot. So here in the search bar, just type bot further. So using this bot further, we can easily create a new bot. Here they have many options here. To create a new bot, we need to just type /new bot. There are many options available, but we're gonna go with this new option. And we need to give a name for our bot. So the name will be Telegram Agent Fleet. This is our name. Then it is asking us to choose a username for our bot. So I'm gonna give like Agent Fleet bot. So the username is already taken. Let me try something else. So what I will do is I will add some numbers in between them, and I'm gonna select this. Now that our bot has been successfully created, and here you can see we have the access token. So we need to copy the access token. So don't reveal this access token to anyone else. I will delete this access token after this video. So just head over to the .env file, and we're gonna store it in this variable called the Telegram bot token. Then we need to get another value as well, that is the Telegram user ID. So this will be unique to each Telegram user. So to get this in the search bar again, you need to type user info. Just this is the bot, and here just click on start now. After you click on start, it will give you the ID for your Telegram. So don't reveal this ID to anyone. If you reveal this ID to someone else, they can easily access your Telegram account. So make sure this ID is very important for your Telegram account. So these two that we need currently for now. And then what we can do is we need to create one file called the agents.md file. So in this agents.md file, we're gonna define what this agent will do. So there is a template for it. I will provide the template in the description. You can check that out. Basically, if you head over to my GitHub profile, so let me go to my GitHub profile, and if you go to repositories and so this is the repository. Let me click on it. And here if you go to agents.md file, so this is here, and basically you need to click on code to get the actual code. Let me copy all this code now. I will explain what this code does in a minute, but first let me copy this and paste it here. And basically what this code is doing is it will tell agent what you need to do. Consider this is the summary workspace template for agent.md, and this folder is found, treat it that way. And first we need to run this bootstrap.md exists, that's your birth certificate. Follow it, figure out who you are, and delete it. You won't need it again. So for every session we are doing this. Before doing anything else, we need to read the soul.md file. So we'll have to create this in a minute. So this is who you are. So let's create that file now, soul.md. So let's also go to soul.md file here in the GitHub, and let's go to code, and let me copy this and put it in the soul.md file and paste it here. And let me close this one. So this is who you are. Then read user.md file. This is who you are helping. So let's also create that file now, user.md, and let's go to GitHub and copy this one. So before that, click on code and copy this one, and let's also paste it here. And then read memory. So this is for the logs. So using this memory folder, this is a folder actually. Using this memory folder, you can easily able to understand the context. Even if you restart the server, it will understand the previous conversation that you have done with the AI agent. So let's create the folder now. So the folder is memory. And then if in main session, so this is we don't need actually. And below that, don't ask permission, just do it. You consider, and below that, memory. You wake up first each session. These files are your continuity, and there are many things that I have written down. So make sure you read it carefully. So in this video, I will fast forward this now. If you want to read it, I will provide the link in the description. You can check that out. And then if you head over to the main.py file, let's start code now. Let's import some libraries that we have installed now. I'm gonna import the OS, so import OS. So from .env, I'm gonna import the load.env, and from the Upsonic, I'm gonna import the autonomous agent. And again from Upsonic dot interface, we're gonna import the interface manager and the Telegram interface. Then finally we need the interface mode, and that's it. These are the imports. Let's first load all the environment variables. To do that, we can just call the function called the load.env. This will make sure all the environment files that we have in .env will be loaded into the memory. And then let's create our agent now. So I will also put a comment here, create an agent that has the access to this project folder. Let's create that agent equal to, so we're going to use a function called the autonomous agent that we have imported above. This will be a autonomous agent, and inside this we need to provide the model. So actually to get the model, we're going to use a provider called the OpenRouter, because OpenRouter are the only API provider which give the pre-API key. So if you head over to the browser, let me open up a new tab and type OpenRouter, and this is the website. Actually, if you scroll on, this is the website. Let me open this one. I have already logged into this website, and if you go to the model section, there are many models available here. So before that, let's go to settings and let's create our API key first. And if you go to API key section, I have already have a key. Let me create a new key now. Let's give a name for our key. The name will be agent fleet. So I have not set any expiration. Let me create this one. Let me copy this API key, and let's go to the Visual Studio, and in the .env file. So this is my .env file. Let's also put it here. You should actually give OpenRouter API key, and this is our API key, and that's it. And if we go to main.py file, then we need to select the model actually. If you go to model section, let me go to models now. There are many models available here, but the model that I have picked for this video is let me type the model name here, RCA. So you consider RCA mini. This is free one, RCA Trinity mini. This is the model. So let me copy this text here. Let me copy this, and let's go to Visual Studio Code, and just before that, type OpenRouter / and paste the text that you have copied, and this is it. And after this model argument, we need to give workspace, because this agent can access this workspace. this agent can create any file inside this folder. This agent can create all the files here. So we need to provide the location of this agent. So OS start path dot expand user, and inside this we need to provide the full URL to this folder. Actually, this is folder is presented here. So what I will do is I will copy the full URL. So let me copy the full URL and I will paste it here, and that's it. So now we have the agent, right? Then we need to connect this agent to the Telegram. Here we have created the agent. Let's see how to connect this agent to the Telegram. This is step 2 now. Let's also give you a comment now. Connect this agent to the Telegram so that we can interact from the Telegram web, or you can also interact from the Telegram mobile as well. Let's create the Telegram now. Telegram object equal to, and one more thing, this remembers the conversation. So Telegram equal to, we're gonna use something called the interface, that is the Telegram means interface, and inside this we're gonna pass agent equal to, this is our agent, and then we're gonna put bot token equal to, this will be, so we're gonna load directly from the .env file, that is the environment variable. The environment variable name will be Telegram bot token. So this is our bot token. So then we're gonna set the mode. So the mode will be, we're gonna set the chat mode. So interface mode dot chat. So this is the mode, and then we're gonna define the reset command. So make sure you type the reset command to reset, because each session we're gonna reset. So this is our Telegram agent, and start the server now. Manager equal to interface manager, and inside this we're gonna pass the interface equal to the Telegram. We have created the Telegram interface, right? So interface is equal to Telegram, and finally we can start the server manager dot serve, and inside this we need to provide the host now. So the host will be localhost, that is the 0.0.0. Then the port number is, I'm going to put the port number 8000, and that's it. Let me run this Python script now. So actually what I will do is, so you can say the code is just 25 lines. Using this 25 lines, you can create an OpenClaw AI agent and connect it to the Telegram. Isn't this amazing? So let me open up the terminal now, and let me run the Python script. So Python main.py and press enter. There will be a problem here. I will show you how to rectify this also. Since this Python script is running locally, right? Telegram can access local files because Telegram we are loading from the web version. So I will show you how to fix that as well. But first, if you consider it is running localhost HTTP on the port 8000. So actually you can forward this port via the Nginx as well. So if you open up a new tab, consider this Telegram is running online. So this Telegram can't access our localhost. So this, you consider this agent is can't access our localhost URL. So either we can forward this code using the ngrok. So we consider this is a ngrok, but I will tell you an easy solution from the Visual Studio Code itself. So instead of going to the ngrok, if you go to the VS Code, and if you open up the terminal, there will be an option called the port. You can say we have an option called the port. If you click on port, there will be an option called the forward your port. Let me click on that. Actually this AI agent is running on the port 8000. So let's forward this port now. Port 8000 and press enter. You consider starting port forwarding system. Let me click on that. Now here we have a URL. Actually if you open this URL, since let me try to open this URL. Do you want to open this port in external website? Yes, just click on open. So let me click on authorize dev tunnel. So you consider the access was denied. Because why this access was denied? Because it is set to the private. The visibility is set to the private. So that's why the access is denied. Let's see how to make this port forwarding URL public. We got this URL here, so we'll have to make this public. For that, if you go to Visual Studio Code again, and here if you right click on, consider the visibility is private. If you right click on the port, and here you can change the visibility, port visibility, just change this to public, and click on continue. Now the visibility is public. If you open up the URL again, let me open this URL again, and this time you can see we have a sample message printed here. The service is Upsonic Interface Manager, and status is running, and interface is Telegram. Now we have a URL here. Let me copy this URL, and if we go to the .env file, and here we need to set Telegram webhook URL. That is the webhook URL is equal to, this is the URL, and paste it here. That's it. And then we need to pass this webhook in the interface as well. So this is our Telegram object, right? And inside this we need to pass webhook URL. So we're gonna directly get it from the .env file. So os.get env. So we're gonna give you our environment variable name here. That is the webhook URL. And let's start our currently running Python script now. Let me start this, and we're gonna restart the Python server now. So let me restart the Python server. So Python, and the name of the file is main. Actually we got the errors here. Let's fix this error now. So we missed the comma here. Let me type the comma and let me run the Python script again and press enter, and this time you should use the webhook URL that we have defined above. So just give you a few minutes, it will take some time to start the server. Consider now the server has been started and it is auto setting the webhook URL to the one that we have specified. Now we are good to go. I think if you go to the Edge browser and if you open up the bot now that you have created, so let me go to Telegram. So this is the bot that we have created, right? Let me click on start now. And here, and if you click on start, you consider it has an incoming message here, start, and we also got a response in the bot as well. That means we have successfully connected the Telegram AI agent via using Python. And we got a response as well and have asked another prompt as well. So what are the files are there in the folder, and it lists all the files that are there in the Visual Studio Code as well. Consider we have the .env file, .gitignore file. Let's ask another prompt as well. So I'm gonna ask Huanai, and all the requests are coming to this terminal here. Consider incoming Telegram message is processing. Just give you a few minutes. You consider you are a helpful assistant whose purpose is to help users with their daily tasks, and your identity is defined in the soul.md file. Let's ask another prompt now. So basically what I will ask is what is the Python code is doing. So let's also give the file name, that is the main.py file. So in the main.py file actually we have written the whole structure for this. I think it should give us the logic. You consider the main.py file, set up your Telegram interface or your AI agent. So you consider it summarize the code that you have written now. So it imports the required modules, it sets up the Telegram integration and connects it to the Telegram bot via token, enable chat mode. And the cool thing is that it can also have the write operation. That means I'm gonna create a Python file and fill it with Fibonacci series code and press enter. So we got a error here. So I'm gonna ask, can't you create any file? So we got a response as well. Yeah, I can create files using the write file tool, but I need specific details to do so. So it is asking us the file path and the content you want to include in the file. So it also gave us an example here. So let's try to give the file path as well as the content to put in the file that we want to create. So before that we can also ask the AI agent, tell me how to use your write tool. So it gave us a full example here. You consider first we need to set the file path and then we need to give the content and give us a sample example here. And we can also pass something like this in the JSON form, but I will give it in the prompt as well. So the file path is, yeah, I'm gonna put inside the workspace and the file name is createdbot.py. So this is my file name and the content is, this is testing. This is my sample content. We consider I have successfully created a file at the provided location with the content. This is testing. The file contains 15 bytes and consists of one line. So it is asking, would you like to verify the file contents? So I'm gonna ask yes, verify and show me where it is located. So it is located at the workspace. So if you go to VS Code, you consider a new folder has been created workspace, and inside is we have a file and this contains the text that we have given. This is testing. Isn't this amazing? You can create a Python file from the Telegram AI agent, and actually we can also perform the delete operation as well. So I'm gonna say delete that file. The file has been successfully deleted. If you go to Visual Studio Code, you can say that folder has been deleted. Inside this there is no file created but has been deleted. So yeah, this is how you create a Telegram AI agent using Python, and you consider it has all the permissions. You can create some files and you can put some content inside that file, and you can also delete that created file. And similarly, I'll just give you a glance of what this AI agent can do. It can do more than that what I have shown here. So using the creativity, you can do a lot more than I have shown here. So this is part one. If you want to see how to deploy the Python server, that is the OpenClaw Python server, so make sure you leave it in the comment section so that I will do the part 2 of this video. So this is for this video and I will continue in the next one.